Joining me now is Chris Hargreaves and Greg Kelly. They're appearing in a new dark comedy, We Agreed, and here they are now. Hello, boys.
Hello.
Thank you very much for coming in. Now, it's on Tuesday of next week.
Indeed.
For one night only, so you've got to be there or be square.
Exactly.
Tell us what it's about, because it says a new dark comedy. What on earth does that mean for us common folk?
Well, I think it stemmed from last year. Myself and Greg worked together on a different project called Feet, and we wanted to work together again on our own, and that coincided with a piece of writing that my partner, Wendy Turner-Robinson, who'd wrote this, so we decided to sort of all muck in together, and yeah, it's a dark comedy. It's about two brothers, Tim and Carl, who have got a very big decision to make, which sort of unfolds as the play goes on. Which is
it's difficult to go into because there's a twist at the end of the play.
You'll be a bit cagey there, aren't you? Yeah, well, skirting around the edges.
So I guess if you come and see it, you'll see what the enormity of their decision is.
Nicely done. And it's on at the Lowry Theatre, isn't it, as we say,
indeed.
for one night only on Tuesday. You guys, of course, have both been in Hollyoaks. You weren't in at the same time, though, were you?
No, we weren't.
No,
I was in it in 2005 and you were on it last year?
Yeah, in August last year, so yeah.
So in terms of that being sort of a springboard to going on and doing other things, obviously that's TV. It's quite a very different discipline to theatre, which I know, Greg, you've done an awful lot of. You've been on Channel M numerous times, you said before. Has that been helpful for you, though, Chris, in terms of going on to get other things? Is it a good springboard?
Yeah, I think absolutely. Yeah,
has it worked?
You know, I really enjoyed the show first and foremost. I met some good people. And
you have some great storylines as well, of course.
Yeah,
didn't you?
Yeah, it was. It was really good. And I think to come in like that, have a character that I did, and make an effect, and then come out again was great. So as I came out of that, like I say, I already sort of had this plan. So in terms of coming into that and then theatre, it's been great. Yeah, and hopefully it'll lead to new opportunities.
And what about the difference between TV and theatre? Because actors always say it is a massive... It's a very different discipline, isn't it? But in terms of the audience, the reaction, you get the immediacy. Do you have a favourite, or do you like the fact that you can do
Well, it's funny, I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and it's the first time I'll have done a two-hander. When I've done theatre in the past, it's always been quite a big cast, or maybe even 4 or 5 people. So I think, inherently, theatre does bring a lot more pressure. You know, you've got one chance to get it right, sort of thing, whereas on TV you've got... another take, perhaps, or, you know... So, yeah, it does bring its own pressure, but personally, I find when theatre goes right, it's more rewarding because of that.
Can't beat the thrill of the live audience.
Absolutely, and that feeling, can't be beaten, really.
OK, just quickly, back to We Agreed. I know that you play brothers, as you say.
Yes.
Presumably preparing for a role like that is very different, again, to doing TV. When you get together, do you prepare, like, a backstory between you of kind of how you've gotten on growing up, or... Because obviously it's important that you come in at this storyline from the same viewpoints, isn't it?
Yeah,
Whereas opposed to being your own character, you can kind of work on it on your own. So how did you go about that?
So it was only a couple of days ago we went through the backstory of this enormous decision we've got to make. We discussed in detail and just got into... what their mindset would be in absolute detail, exactly at this point what would you do, and I think it helps with the consistency of the performance. So that was basically, we spent a good old hour on that, didn't we?
Yeah, and I think that's something that is really important, you know. It's important that there's a believability and that there's a truth, as always, and you know, you can't really cheat that or not do the hard work. You know, it's important that you do that and put that in.
Put the groundwork in.
Yeah, absolutely, so that you know, hopefully the show's as successful as it can be.
I'm sure it will be. Chaps, thank you very much for coming in. Tuesday at the Lowry. Rush out and get your tickets.
7:45, Lowry.com.
There you go, he's done it before. Thank you very much. Best of luck with everything.